All right, Combat Convo, you know what it is, man. We in here again, back at
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, all right, man. Vincent McMahon, man. What's the news on Vince McMahon, man?
All right, so um, apparently on Google, I was scrolling through. Well, matter of fact, I ain't even gonna go to Google because before I confirmed it on Google, it was already confirmed by one of my podcast colleagues. Shout out to the homie Chris. Bro tagged me in a post on TikTok, and it seems like Vince McMahon is trying to come back to the WWE. But here's the thing, though. He wants to come back only to sell the company. That's what he wants to do. So
Mm-hmm.
you got this $1 billion corporation, right?
Yeah.
You want to go sell it. This is your pride and joy, your bread and butter. Everything that is WWE made you, and you made it. Now you want to go sell it. And I understand business and whatever, and I know what you want to say. I understand. I understand.
Hey.
I understand. But listen, man.
Oh,
Listen.
here we
I
go.
just I just find it crazy that as soon as this place starts booming without him, all of a sudden he wants to come slide back in there. You know what I'm saying? He wants to slide back in there and try to gather up everything like, oh, it's mine. It's mine. I'm taking everything. I'm taking it back. It's mine. Go grab everything. I'm going to sell it. I'm going to sell it to the highest bidder. Come on, bro. Like, are you crazy? Like, why, bro? Like, why? Why can't you just leave things alone? It's not like you're not going to get a piece of the pie anyway. You still own a good portion of the company. Why can't you just chill out? Let everybody do what they do. Look, bro, let me tell you something, bro. The product
You
is,
gonna definitely tell me.
bro, the product right now is
Yeah,
at its best.
yeah.
It's at its best. It's at its best, bro. It's better than it's ever been in a few years, bro. And for him to come back and do this, bro, it's not only going to kill the morale of the product, but it's going to bring money down. Ticket sales are going to go down because nobody wants to see this guy, bro.
Nobody wants to see Vince McMahon.
Bro, I'm not speaking for fans, bro. I'm not
Yeah.
speaking about the fans. I'm speaking about work related purposes. I don't even work there, bro. But every time they hear the word Vincent Kennedy McMahon, bro, people start calling out from work. Well, I'm not coming in today. People start doing this, they start doing that. People start getting frigidity. Bro, if you read the blogs that I'm reading, bro, I'm telling you, bro, this joint is crazy. I never heard of a man that strikes so much fear into his opposers like Vince do, bro. Like people be on one when Vince is around. People be on one, bro. This man's like 80 something years old, bro. He ain't even hurting a fly. And all he gotta do is step in a room and everybody's just running back to their office and tucking in between their legs and hiding under the desk like, damn, bro, like, why you gotta be like that, man? Why can't you just let the product live, man? Why you gotta do this to us, man?
This
Us
nigga
wrestling
said, "Why you
fans,
gotta
bro.
be like
Why you
that?"
gotta do this to us?
Hey man, listen, man. Listen, I let you talk long enough, man. You gonna take up 5 minutes at a time.
Bro,
Nah. Look, hey man, you already know what I'm gonna say. You
I'm
can't
on,
listen,
bro.
man. Y'all can't really hate on Vince McMahon. If he comes back and sells a company, so be it. This man and gave you 65 years of his life. 60 years of his life. So if the company gets sold, it's not probably going to change much. He probably going to get, everybody sees the blueprint. You're going to have some, but you can't really fault him when he did some of the things. So what, let me get this right. So he's supposed to just stick around forever until he dies? Like, so wouldn't it be smart? Wouldn't it be smart to sell the company now while it's good instead of waiting until it's at its lowest point? Because you want to maximize your profit off of that company. Now, who's to say? We don't know who he's going to sell it to. First of all, if you got to find somebody that's willing to buy it and that's willing to undertake that's a leap. That's number one. Number two, I mean, you think they're going to fire the wrestlers? No, they're not. They're going to keep all the same wrestlers. Triple H probably going to still be in charge. Who they going to do? Fire everybody and hire all new people? Truth be told,
crazy like that, bro.
I highly doubt that.
Do stuff similar to
that's sabotage. So you're going to fire. So let me get this right. You're going to fire all your wrestlers, right? Let's say you fire all your wrestlers, the Bobby Lashley's, the Triple H's, the whoever's on the roster now. You get rid of all of them. The fans are going to leave too. What do you think the fans going to be like? Oh wow, who's this guy that looks like Rey Mysterio? He's not Rey Mysterio. Who is this guy? Like, the fans are not going to go for that. They know that. So if Vince McMahon does sell the company, I'm thinking he's going to sell the company to someone or some type of company that knows about wrestling. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's just going to sell the company to someone. And if he do sell the company because at this point, I think it's not about him selling the company. I think he has shares in his basically he has the most shares. He would sell his shares. So the shareholders is probably somebody else to take the most shares and they can make a little bit of decisions, but it's not going to be something like get rid of everybody and then what's the name? Then you got to start new. I don't think they're going to do that. But I will say that if he does sell off the company and then somebody comes in, it depends on who's coming in. Because if somebody comes in that's on that progressive bullshit, yeah, it's over. It's over. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not even going to get into that. I'm just going to say it's over. Because you see it in movies. And I didn't want to touch on that. But I can't blame Vince, man. I can't blame Vince at all. He can retire tomorrow. He could go away forever. His family done a lot for the wrestling community. If it wasn't for Vince McMahon, wrestling would not be nothing. Let's just be clear here. Vince McMahon is the de facto alpha in this. No one supersedes him ever in wrestling. He's that. Vince McMahon can walk into an ECW or AEW or whatever event, and he'll get the same respect that he got walking in that arena. He could have walked in a WCW at the height of WCW at the what's the name Wars. He could have walked in there, and the crowd would have went crazy. He is wrestling. He is wrestling. It's really nothing you can say. Not you, but it's not. No one can say about.
No, I know what you're saying, and that's kind of my point. That's kind of my point, bro. Like,
he's almost 80. What do you want him to do?
Like,
you want Vince McMahon to stick around? He's 80 years old, my nigga.
No, my thing is this, right?
Yeah.
I knew exactly what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
I already had said it on TikTok when one of the TikTok creators asked the question. She said, "What will be the wildest prediction of 2023?" I said, and I can tag the video to you and show you. I said the wildest prediction of 2023 is Vince McMahon returning to the WWE. I swear to goodness, bro, that joint got thousands of views, bro, because it's facts. I knew this was gonna happen, bro. My whole thing was, that you come back. Okay, so you want to sell the product or your shares or whatever you want to do. You come back, right? You're gonna kill the morale of your company.
But you don't know if that's what's happening though. Nobody knows if
Nah,
he's gonna sell a company.
well, that's what the reports are saying that's
But the
what he wants
reports
to
could be
do.
wrong. Like he could think.
No, you're right.
No, I'm saying like I'm saying the reason why I'm saying that is what can happen is if the way the market is going, he could change his mind instead of coming back and selling, he could hold on to it because he's not going to get that much for it or whatever. I don't know, but we don't know. We don't know if Vince McMahon's coming back just to sell the
Well,
company. I don't.
depending on who.
Why? But the thing is, why would he have to do that? He's still in charge. That doesn't make sense.
That's my point. It don't make sense. But when has Vince ever did something that actually made sense? You know
But
what I'm
I'm
saying?
saying, you
Like
think Vince
Vince
McMahon
is
is going? So how you think? So you gotta look at this from a logical standpoint, right? Forget what they're talking about. Vince McMahon is gonna come back to the WWE, and then he's gonna tell the crowd that he's selling the company.
you don't have to tell the crowd nothing. He could just do it.
But what? Well,
It's
why
his
would he? Why would
company.
he
He could
need to
do
come
whatever.
back to
He
do
could do
that? He
what he
could do it
wants.
now. He don't have to come back to do that. He could literally do it now. If he come,
Yeah, he
I think
could.
if Vince McMahon is gonna return, he's gonna return and be the CEO. I think that's what they mean by return. I highly doubt that he's coming back to sell off the company when he's already still in charge and he can sell off the company. I don't understand why that would. I don't know. That's just me. I don't know. I'm a Vince fanboy too, so maybe I'm just biased.
Now, at one time, I ain't even gonna front. At one time, I was a Vince fanboy too. But the thing is, what made me switch over was the stuff that I was seeing that he was doing on TV, and it just didn't agree with me. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
what?
Like, and I'm
Name
not
one
even and
thing.
I'm not even talking about the antics. I'm not even talking about the antics. I'm talking about as far as the wrestlers that weren't getting the time that they should get.
Well, well,
That's
well,
what
well.
turned.
You gotta look at it like this, right? You gotta look at it from this point of view, right?
Mhm.
This might sound crazy, but it's the truth. Vince McMahon ran $1 billion company. Me and you never did. We don't know what it takes to make this thing pop. On
You're right.
paper, it looks good. If let's say Bad News Brown was the WWE champion, but I'm sure that Vince McMahon, and I'm just using Bad News Brown as an example. I'm not saying he should have been champion, but I'm sure Vince McMahon has people advisors under him and people that says that's not going to work. These numbers are pushing towards this person. This person is pushing towards this person. This one, I'm sure that they do that. They do that in
They
everything.
do.
You know what I'm saying?
They
So
do, but
I'm
he don't
thinking that.
always follow them either.
What'd you say?
I said they do that all the time. But if you look at statistics have shown that even when they do that, he don't always listen. You know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
okay,
yo,
so
bro,
even with that being said, sometimes that does happen where you might be the outlier, you might be right, he might be wrong this time, but 99% of the time he was right. So okay, he might be wrong 3 times, but all the other 97 times he was right, and all the 97 times he packed arenas 80,000 strong. He knew that The Rock and Stone Cold. He knew that, like, you get what I'm saying? Some people, and I was saying this before, some athletes, boxing is different. We'll talk about that on the boxing segment. But when it comes to wrestling as entertainment, some of these people will never Ever. I don't care how much money you put behind them. You only can put so much money behind somebody that just isn't a person that people want to see. You ever notice, like with the WWE or even with wrestling in general, people like long hair, right? Every wrestler from back in the day, even some of the recent ones, they have extensions in their hair to make their hair real long. Because even with the Undertaker, so when they move, it's for the pictures and everything. Just imagine putting that on a black person. Imagine putting the long extensions on a black man. It just doesn't work. So all these factors play into it. You know what I'm saying? Everything plays into it. This is why, again, that's why I say The Rock was so special, because you can't replicate that. Triple H special, Shawn Michaels special, Brock Lesnar special, Hulk Hogan special, Stone Cold special. Who else? All these people are special. You can't replicate that. I don't care how much money you throw at somebody. You could throw all the money you want. What's his name? Rey Mysterio special. The Big Show special. But the thing I will say about the WWE, they did make superstars out of a lot of people that wasn't nobodies. That was like the NFL and NBA, or whatever you want to call it. I've seen wrestlers come from ECW to WWE. It was Stone Cold, the Ringmaster. You know what I'm saying? And when what's his name came to WWE, what's his name? Undertaker. Everybody came to WWE. What happened? Came big. So I will say that, but I can't blame Vince, man. Can't. Sorry.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man.
Well, you know, it is what it is, man. Like, you know, I just hope, you know, the product itself stays intact. If this really happens, I just hope the product stays intact. And I hope Vince, listen to me, Vince. I hope you don't sell the company.
Hey man, Kombat Konvo, you know what it is, man.